Welcome back to a brand new episode of the Basement Breakdown. I am back with Harrison again this week.
Let's go.
Week in Florida. You probably can't see the tan anymore. Last two cards have been a little iffy. Last one was a little better. We didn't get the main event right.
Yeah, that was tough to watch.
Very tough to watch.
Yeah.
You could kind of see it immediately as the fight started to transpire, the discrepancy between the two. We were pretty good on the main card, I believe. Perfect 4 out of 5, going into that.
Mm-hmm.
Hit a nice parlay, but, Bakoyev and a couple other things didn't go as planned. So, yeah, that was a guy.
I can't believe Tresean Gore got another win.
He's going to be in the UFC.
Career-saving win.
Career-saving win for sure, and career-shattering for Bakoyev because that's terrible. Like, he was like a minus 650 favorite.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people had him on their bet slips. I certainly did, so.
Yeah, it's a rough look for a guy they tried to hype up a little bit.
Yeah. That being said, we have a big week coming up. Unfortunately, the co-main, Tetsuya Taira versus Joshua Van, has been moved to the Sean Strickland card versus Khamzat Chimaev, which increases that card, but I'm pretty sure they're not able to fill the seats at 327, so that's not good for.
No, yeah, it's tough, especially because the main event is really, really good, but I feel like it is still sort of lacking in name value.
Yeah, me too.
So it is a tough loss for the card, but it's still a super deep card anyways.
Compared to the matchups we've been seeing recently, I think it's
a
lot better. Let's get into it, guys. Let's go.
All right, first fight on the card, welterweight, Charles Radkte and Francisco Prado.
Charles Radke's got to be like a what, minus 180?
Minus 240, and Prado is plus 205.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. I think Radke's got good wrestling. I think that he will beat Francisco Prado. Who's Francisco Prado's last fight?
Oh, it was Nikolai
Veretnikov. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, who's,
So that split decision.
Split decision. And what? Veretnikov recently knocked out Nico Price, who hasn't.
Nico Price is kind of a punching bag at this point.
Oh, he's not in the UFC. I feel kind of bad for him that he didn't get that retirement speech after Chiesa.
They snubbed him. DC snubbed him. That was dirty. And they had the time, too.
Yeah, of course you have the time.
We don't have to get into that.
Nobody's watching anyways.
Nobody's watching.
I think Radke's pretty good, man. I think that he's... I'm sure he opened at maybe the money's moved a little bit more in his favor, but I'm going to go with Radke in this fight. I think it'll be a decision.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's potential for a finish, but I think it's going to go over 2.5, and I'm going to go with Radke.
Yeah, I agree. When you look at his record, he's really only lost to guys who are probably considered much better competition. Carlos Prates, obviously, and then Mike Malott
is fighting. I just rate him so much more than I rate Prado.
Do.
And the matchups.
Still early in his career in the UFC, and I just feel like
I think he's going to have a good performance. 100%. I think he's going to have a very good performance. I'm confident
to
with
open
that.
the card, yeah. All right. Next fight, we have Kelvin Gastelum, Vincent Luque.
Vicente Luque. He last win against Themba Garimbo. Came back from that brain bleed after he took a beating against Jeff Neal. He beat Rafael dos Anjos a couple years ago. I feel kind of bad for the dude, honestly. Like, he's quite young when you really look at his age. He's had, he beat Bilal Muhammad. There was a time when Vicente Luque was quite dangerous, but
I feel like there was a time where people maybe thought he could challenge for a title at some point.
Losses to Kevin Holland.
Early on.
And in the fight against Joaquin Buckley, I remember he just kind of froze and then I don't really know exactly what happened, but I just feel like he hasn't looked good in a lot of his performances. And Kelvin Gastelum, he has a hard time showing up.
Gastelum's super up and down.
Yeah. But he's had good competition, and he's had good fights with good competition, you know.
Pfeiffer.
Yeah, when you look at that.
We just saw what happened. That's aged fine, that loss.
Took 2 knockdowns in that fight.
Yeah, it doesn't look as bad as it might have maybe at a time.
He won a round against, I remember that like there was comments saying robbery, but I watched the fight. Kelvin Gastelum did a lot better in rounds 2 and 3 when Pfeiffer was gassing a bit. But, you know, he's fought Sean Brady. He beat D-Rod in a close decision. Dustin Stolfus.
Yeah, last time out.
I just rate these, like, I think Stolfus beats Vincente Luque.
Yeah, it's a higher quality of opponent for sure.
Yeah, I mean...
You look at Luque.
I don't think he's a good underdog pick.
No, I don't. And he's a pretty sizable underdog, too. He's plus 210.
Yeah.
Kelvin is minus 260.
He's fought Izzy. I mean, this is a long time ago. I'm trying to, like, you know, reason it to myself, but I just... feel, you know, Vincente Luque hurt Themba Gorimbo early and, you know, submitted him, and that, you know, hasn't really aged too well.
Themba Gorimbo hasn't aged well at all. I will say Joel Alvarez. I do like Alvarez a lot.
And he wasn't able to finish that fight, but honestly, like, I think that, like, he could have finished that fight, and he actually felt a little bit bad for Vincente Luque, in my opinion.
A lot of guys respect Luque for sure.
That's kind of, my thing with that fight, but I mean, like...
Look at Gastelum and... You know, when he wants to turn it on, he can. We've seen him brawl before.
100%. I just think I'm more comfortable with him.
I'm a lot more comfortable with that pick. All right, we move up. Lightweight fight. Markel Mederos and Chris Padilla.
Taco. He had a close decision with Jai Herbert. But honestly, he's got a lot of power. I think he proved that in his last fight. Where he was an underdog against...
Ishmael?
Yeah? No. Not an underdog, but, like, he, you know, knocked out Ishmael.
Yeah, that's a good second round.
Yeah.
That was a good TKO.
I think he's coming into his own a lot. And I assume he'll be a favorite in this fight.
Oh, yeah, he's a fairly heavy favorite, minus 195. Mederos is plus 170.
Yeah, I just don't think Mederos has the same amount of sting on some of his punches, I guess I would say.
I would definitely agree with that.
What do you think? I mean, I'm very comfortable taking...
Yeah, I'm pretty comfortable taking Taco.
Yeah, I think Taco's going to win this fight. I liked him as of recently in his recent performance. Was there, like, anything wrong with Ismail Bonfim going into that fight? Was there, like, rumors of shit? I remember the lines, maybe. I don't know. And maybe I could be like speaking garbage if something happened. But regardless of that, I'm going to trust in him.
I'm going to trust in the development. You know?
Yeah.
It's early in his UFC career. They've done well by him with the matchmaking, slowly building him up. And I'm going to trust that he's continuing on the right path.
I agree.
I think he gets this win.
How do you think he gets it done?
Probably a decision.
Yeah. There's potential for a knockout.
Yeah, there's potential, but I feel like it's probably going to be like a 29-28 decision.
I'm going to go with you. Yeah,
I feel like that's a very, very safe bet. All right, we move up the card. We have a women's fight now. Strawweight division. Tatiana Suarez and Luque Godinez.
Lupe. She needed to go to the washroom, I think, in one of her previous fights. Was it Jessica Andrade who she beat?
Yeah.
Recently?
That was her last fight.
Who's, you know, still good. I mean, somewhat. She fought
still
for
around,
a title.
yeah.
But honestly, Tatiana Suarez had a shit performance against Amanda Lemos. Was it last time?
Yeah.
Very boring fight. Looked worse in the third round. Patchy Mix's, you know, significant other.
I remember that.
I mean, like, I think she's probably going to win this fight. I mean, her opponent.
She's a minus 155 favorite.
I think that's fair.
Lupe's plus 135.
Lupe's got good takedown defense. I mean, she's got decent striking. I just don't think she's going to be able to, like, thwart Tatiana Suarez. Like, I think she's going to be able to control her for most of it. I'm not even saying, like, that she's going to get into, like, positions where she's going to finish her. I think she's
I think she's just going to control her.
Yeah, like...
Just kind of hold her up against the cage. It's going to be one of those decisions, probably.
I know we just watched Verna and Tabitha Ricci. Like, it's not even going to be as exciting as that, but when I say, like, it's going to be her controlling the other girl. Like,
holding
she's
her
just
on the ground, holding her against the cage. Just
taking her down.
Just racking up, like, crazy control time.
She might not get to full mount or anything.
No,
like, maybe
but she's
not.
Just going to hold her.
Yeah.
It's going to be really boring, probably.
Over 2.5. That's just how I see it.
Might be a good fight to just take a break.
I know, but like with the minus 155, I think it's a solid.
There's value.
There's value in taking Saurez.
I would definitely feel comfortable tossing that in a parlay.
Yeah.
Okay, we move up. Oof. We got a pretty solid matchup. Lightweight, Matus Gamrot, Esteban Ribovics. Gamrot is a minus 160 favorite and Ribovics plus 125 underdog.
Don't let the odds fool you. Another
Don't
pick
let them fool you.
Where I think there's potential for good value. I'm probably going to lean more towards Gamrot in this fight. Esteban Ribovics, he went to a split decision with Daniel Zellhuber. That hasn't aged well, but that was a great fight. I think he most recently beat Brenner. Was it Ellis Brenner?
Yeah.
Yeah, who was. I guess has pretty decent takedowns. So you can incorporate that into your pick, or I'm sure the odds makers have. But Nasrat Haqparast split, which I thought he won. He's got very good striking, but Mateusz Gamrot's fought very good competition, guys. He got submitted by Charles Oliveira, obviously, on short notice.
But Charles is so good. We just saw what he did to Holloway.
Yeah, Charles is so good. I don't know. Mateusz Gamrot beat Ludovic Klein, who was a guy on a surging streak, very striking heavy, and he was able to take him down. And I think this is what Ludovic Klein I think might even be better than
Ribovics.
I think that it just kind of reminds me of that.
He's just gonna rack up again control time against him.
Chain wrestling.
Yeah. Exactly.
He's going to be able to chain. He's going to be able to put takedowns together well. I think he's going to be able to. She's good on the feet, man. He traded with Dan Hooker. He brawled, which is why he went to a split decision.
Close fight.
He can Jalen Turner. He's able to control. He's able to control guys when he gets hurt and win fights. I know he has that win against Arman that I obviously don't think he won, but I just think the money here for certain fights is very good. And while we are going with favorites, these guys aren't heavy favorites.
No, not at all.
Man, I feel like I'm gonna hammer.
Especially for a fight.
I'm gonna hammer Mateusz Gamrot for this card. I think that he's really
I think it's gonna be an easy decision for him.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of worth on that. So I'm definitely adding that to my fucking bet slip.
Okay.
Super confident.
Move
in that.
up. Second last prelim on the card. Welterweight division. We've got Kevin Holland, who's a plus 120 underdog.
Yeah.
Against Randy Brown, who is a minus 140 favorite.
Rude boy Randy Brown, who took an L against Zion for SEM last time.
Yeah, Gabriel Bonfim.
Not for SEM. Oh my god, Gabriel Bonfim, yeah.
That fight night?
I took also Randy Brown against Bonfim. I thought he was going to be able to...
Yeah, I remember we did.
Lost to Wonder Boy, in my opinion.
We did, yeah. That's exactly how we reasoned it. I do remember.
I'd like to hear your opinion first. I'm worried about this fight.
So tough because I want to say Randy Brown, but it's a tough selection.
I think, and I know,
because I wouldn't necessarily say Randy Brown is super elite or top level fighter in that division anymore.
Who's this good? We'll ask. Would he KO Nicholas Dalby?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He lost to that split decision to Brian Battle.
Which was very close. He arguably could have won.
But you look at his wins. He hasn't really beaten anyone. He hasn't beaten anyone crazy of note,
Here's my thing. I don't they're both 6'3". Kevin Holland's had 5 months off, which is for him a lot of time.
Yeah,
he's
30. He's usually very active.
32 years old. I don't know if the distance striking for Randy Brown's going to be enough for him. I think a lot of clinch work from Kevin Holland is pretty decent.
Yeah,
and he's going to be able.
You can always count on that when he has a guy up against the fence.
I think he's going to be able to land, bro.
And he lands in tight, yeah.
He came into the D-Rod fight, like, super, like, overconfident, thinking he's just going to fucking cruise. And, like, D-Rod's tough out.
So, yeah. And Mike Malot's just better than him.
Yeah. And he got kicked in the nuts twice. Yeah. Should have been a point.
That's true.
At least, like, like ridiculous. And also he, I think, won a round, so that might have been a draw. But, like, Kevin Holland's a good fighter. I think he's been in I think he gets it done here. I think as an underdog, I think
this is a sneaky good underdog. Plus 120. It's nothing crazy.
Nothing crazy.
I just don't really feel comfortable backing Randy Brown.
No, I would be going against my gut. So if I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
Okay.
Not doing this shit anymore.
Feature prelim. Featherweight division, we've got Patricio Pitbull against Aaron Pico. Pico's a heavy minus 300 favorite. Pitbull's plus 250.
Yeah, let's just talk this through. I mean, Pitbull hasn't really been that impressive in his UFC run. He's a lot older than Pico.
Mm-hmm. I think he's just past his prime.
Yeah. Probably like one of the most storied Bellator champions as far as resume, but
he was past it when he signed with the UFC.
That's kind of my thing. Like Dan Ige just got KO'd by Malkizo Costa. Mm-hmm. They went to a very close fight where Dan Ige could have arguably won. Mm-hmm. Got pieced up by Yair Rodriguez in his first fight.
Yeah, pieced. And Volk Lopez card.
What most recently it was his fight?
It was Ige.
Yeah, it was Ige. He
hasn't fought since Ige.
I mean, he's going up against Aaron Pico, who, like, obviously came in as a very, like, high prospect into the UFC coming from Bellator, too, and got knocked the fuck out. But he was looking really good.
He was looking good. And it was also his debut fight.
I think he's going to be way more smart.
I think he wins this easily.
He's got better striking, more power. I don't like what I see from Pitbull.
I think he finishes Pitbull.
He could. I think there's money in that. I'm
going to go second round, TKO.
Nice. I like that. I think Pitbull doesn't throw.
Yeah, I agree. Regardless, Pico. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He's too tentative, bro. Like,
way too tentative.
That's just the way I think about it. Like, when I see him in a fight, it's like, dude, like, you're not, like Pico, like, you look what he did against Lerone Murphy. He just fucking went for it.
Yeah, and now, he got caught.
He'll
show a lot more urgency than Pitbull
100%.
In this fight, for sure.
Could go 3. I like your knockout pick.
Yeah, I don't mind it going 3 either.
I don't know, but I know Pico's going to win this fight.
But I do believe even if it goes 3, 30-27 Pico.
I think he unanimously gets it done too.
He's a heavy favorite for a reason.
Yes, sir. What is he?
Minus 300.
Yeah, proper.
Toss that in a parlay.
Yep.
For sure.
Yeah. I like it.
Okay.
I'd be surprised if Pitbull won.
I'd be really surprised. I just think he's
it wouldn't be good for like the ethos or like the universe. Like it just doesn't make sense.
The UFC doesn't need Pitbull really in any picture. Just don't need it.
It just doesn't make sense.
Just doesn't make sense. He's a Bellator guy. Forever a Bellator guy.
Yeah.
I heard they're bringing it back. Maybe he can
go back. When they rebrand.
Yeah. When they rebrand.
They give him his belt back.
With their storied history. And
he can fight Michael Chandler again.
So much passion for the brand.
Yeah. That's what fucking Michael Chandler should do.
And get Scott Coker back out.
I need to be quiet. It's funny. All right. Main card time. Let's go.
Okay, main card time. Opening up the main card.
Oh, boy.
We've got Cub Swanson against Nate Landwehr. Minus 145 favorite for Nate Landwehr. And a plus 120 dog for Cub.
We're in the same boat. So for this fight, I mean,
odds-wise.
I like that. I like the odds for that. I think Cub Swanson, his last, he won against Quarantillo. Knockout.
Yep.
Before that, he lost to
Feely,
which I honestly thought he won that fight.
It was a decision, yeah. It was a close split decision.
Very close. I thought he won. I thought towards the end of the third round, he did more damage. Had Feely backing up towards the cage. I don't know. It was close. But, I don't know. Cub Swanson's taken like a year off, I think.
Since December 2024. It's been a while.
Nate the fucking Train. I mean, like, he's kind of looked like poo against Dooho Choi, and then most recently.
Sherrier.
Yeah, who's, good, but not great. I think Cub Swanson could put him out,
rough.
man.
Nate Landwehr gets beat up sometimes.
For sure.
And I can see Cub just... Well, first off, I can see them brawling, for sure.
Yeah, I think
obviously.
I think it could be like...
Yeah, it's going to be entertaining.
There could be like I could go over 1.5. It could not.
Yeah.
I think there's decent money for a Cub Swanson and over 1.5.
Yeah.
If Nate, I think Cub. Nate will be able to. I think
Cub just outlasts him.
Yeah. If he does KO him, it'll be in the third or something.
Yeah, they're both tough guys.
Yeah, give me Cub and over 1.5.
I mean, Landwehr's last 2 losses were both in the third round. So there you go.
Yeah. Ooh.
Maybe that could be a good bet.
I
Cub,
just thought I wasn't
finish.
looking, so I didn't. It would be like it. If you're a betting man, let's just say, then that's not bad. Could be good. If you want to increase your odds from, a couple hundred to a couple thousand, that's probably a good way to do it. Anyways, let's keep it up.
Moving up, light heavyweight, Dominic Reyes and Johnny Walker. Dom's a -120 favorite. So Johnny Walker's plus 100.
Johnny Walker's, yeah. I agree. Both glass chins, for sure. At this point in their career, they know that.
Yeah, it's like a who's going to slip on the banana peel first
for sure
type of fight.
But I think from a stance perspective, I know that like Dominic Reyes has gotten knocked out by Ryan Spann, and most recently the guy who's fighting for the title, Carlos Ulberg.
Yeah.
And he didn't really do anything in that fight, but
no, he had nothing for Ulberg.
He gets knocked out by straights, which I don't think that honestly Walker has. Like I don't think he's cleaner than Dominic Reyes is kind of my thing. He's like kind of very awkward and big and like jaggedy
and
like
super awkward.
Jamin Yang's about to fight Alonzo Menfield, and like honestly, Jamin Yang was unproven, and he was
very
really
unproven. They hyped him up quick. That was also the Shanghai card, right?
Yeah,
they needed a main event out there. They needed
that. I mean,
that was a step up for Zhang.
It's very quite possible that Walker chins him. He's got good leg kicks.
I wouldn't be surprised.
But I think he keeps his hands like up too much. I think Dominic Reyes can like look to close the distance and land. But I mean, like they're both just glass chins. So like honestly, Johnny Walker could do like a jumping knee and just like it'll land.
I could see him winning by like, a head kick
or something crazy.
Yeah.
100%. Oh, the more I think about it, the more I want to.
Spinning back fist.
But I don't trust
something crazy. No, because you are relying on such a meme KO.
Yeah, I'm relying on him.
Which is tough to bet on. But also, it's Johnny Walker. He's probably going to do some shit like that and then get kicked out of the arena in his fight kit and walk home.
Facts. I mean...
Go to the club in his fight kit.
Yeah, literally. After a loss, it's like a staple.
Right after a loss, or even like a close split decision loss.
Or he'll watch his brother like grapple someone with no legs.
Okay. In the pit.
I'm gonna go with the Dominator Reyes, bro.
Yeah, I gotta pick Johnny Walker.
I like that. I like it. I like the meme KO.
KO, yeah.
This one feels wrong in my stomach.
Second round KO.
I almost do want to take Johnny Walker.
Second round KO.
I'm okay with taking Dom. Oh, okay.
Feature fight.
What if he just hurts him and then you got Dom backing up, looking like
early?
But he beat Dustin Jacoby, though, which is kind of a good win.
Oh, he hurt him.
Like, do you think Dustin Jacoby is better than Jamin Yang? Because I do.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Jamin Yang's...
I don't know. Jamin Yang's still unproven.
Yeah, but Dustin Jacoby's looked good, even in his losses, like to Vitor Petrino. I mean, not necessarily to Dominic Reyes, but I think that speaks to it.
But that's the problem. Dustin Jacoby is the only good win on that. In like the last little stretch, and that's back in
and then he beat
June
Krylov.
2024.
Wait, he beat Krylov.
Yeah.
But Krylov just came back and knocked someone out, didn't he?
So that's you're right.
I just feel like he's more.
He knocked out Modestas
Bukakis. I feel like
he
can. I'm gonna trust in the Dominator. Okay, I've talked about this too much. I'm going with.
All right, I'm taking Walker. You're taking Dom. Love it.
Yeah.
All right, feature fight, heavyweight division. The one they've all been waiting for.
Yeah.
The guy coming to save the heavyweight division, Josh Hokit, plus 120, and Curtis Blaydes, minus 145 favorite.
You can't go from fighting a dude who just fought in the Contender Series to fighting Curtis Blaydes, dude. Like, Josh Hokit fought who last time out?
What was his name? Oh, Denzel Freeman, yeah.
Who fought on the Contender Series, I believe. I mean, Josh Hokit's looked really good in his last two performances. He's a great character. Last time out, Curtis Blaydes fought what? Rizvan Kuniev?
Mm-hmm.
Did you think he won that fight?
Yeah. It's so close, though. That was a close fight.
I was saying, because I was with people, and they were like, wow, like, Kuniev, just because of the damage, like, is, like, 100% going to win this. I was like, don't be so sure about that. I think 1-3 is,
yeah.
You know.
I agree.
But, I mean, Curtis Blaydes took some injury in that fight. But, like, bro, like, this is too soon.
Mm-hmm.
And the odds, man, are, like, what, minus 136 for Curtis Blaydes?
Yeah.
Man,
minus
like,
145,
145, like, I honestly, like, I'm going to hammer that.
Mm-hmm. You think it's just way too soon? Way too big of a jump up in competition?
If I'm absolutely fucking wrong about this, then we have a fucking awesome heavyweight on our hands. But this guy didn't even fight Marcin Tybura. He fought
Max Jimenez and Denzel Freeman.
Like, dude, like, those are
like
bums.
Literal nobodies.
Like, you haven't...
It's a massive step up in a massive spot on, like, a huge Miami pay-per-view card.
And Curtis Blaydes isn't a bum, man. Like, I know he didn't look great in his last fight, but he's knocked out Jalton Almeida. Like, he's... Well, that's not... But Jalton Almeida was undefeated, I believe, until he got uppercutted by Curtis Blaydes.
And he can wrestle. I don't know how good... We
just don't know.
Hokit is. We really don't know.
I trust in Curtis Blaydes.
He's knocked out 2 cans in the first round.
I think, like... I think Curtis Blaydes can put together a decision. I think he also has knockout power, dude. Like, I really do worry for Hokit. Now, Hokit, like, there's, like, just, like, the X factor, which I just might not be considering. But I'm going to go with Curtis Blaydes.
Might be a dog.
Yeah, I'm going with Curtis. Quite confident with that pick.
Okay. I agree.
What about you?
I'll take Curtis. I can't comfortably take Josh Hokit. I just don't know enough about him.
I don't. But I'm okay
if I'm
to
wrong,
be wrong
I'm wrong.
about this. Yeah.
If he really is that good, that's awesome. But I just can't comfortably back him right now.
Nah, I can't. And Rizvan Kuniev looked really good last time out. I mean, beat the shit out of Jalton Almeida. Sent him out of the UFC. I mean...
Sent him packing.
I know Hokit's got power, but, dude, Denzel Freeman and, like, dude, these are not top heavyweights.
These are nobodies.
This isn't a minor.
These are guys who have also not fought anybody in the UFC. They have, like, 1-2 fights.
Exactly. They're freaking nobodies.
Which makes me think, though, maybe the UFC knows something we don't. And they know they're building this guy up perfectly here. Maybe they know Curtis Blaydes is washed. He's taking a dive.
Fuck. I'm not. Well, I wouldn't bet on it. I'm betting on Curtis Blaydes. Moving up.
All right, co-main. Joshua Van versus Tatsuro Taira.
Just kidding.
For the belt.
Just kidding.
We got a badass fight here for you, ladies and gentlemen. We've got Azamat Murzakanov against Paulo Costa at light heavyweight, yeah. Paulo Costa's moving up.
He's going to gas.
Let's go.
He's going to gas.
He's going to gas bad.
Yeah, Murzakanov.
It's just all that muscle. It's just going to gas.
And, like, Murzakanov, like, he can beat bigger guys. Like, I took against him when he fought, who was it? Rakic? Yeah, Rakic.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just got a lot of power, dude.
He does have a lot of power.
And fucking Paulo Costa.
I just see Costa getting jabbed repeatedly, and then it's going to be like the third round. He's just going to be huffing and puffing, probably blood running down his nose. He's just going to be
hairline just like
so
on his
tired.
Third transplant.
Yeah, just trying to survive to this greasy decision.
Yeah. He's going to lose. I mean, that Kopylov win, I'm so sorry I took Kopylov against Costa because that aged terribly. Kopylov looked like crap.
Yeah, Kopylov was he's not exactly what we maybe thought.
But I don't know.
RoboCop's pretty decent.
Yeah, RoboCops look good.
But yeah, I agree.
Yeah, that's the way it goes. I think Azamat's gonna either KO him or...
But bro, he took him to the split decision, Sean Strickland.
Yeah, that wasn't a split decision. That was a 49-46. I watched that fight. I hate like
that's a ridiculous split.
That's decision. A ridiculous. I watched that and I was like, what? Like, what fight are we watching here?
Yeah, no, it's gonna be a rough move up in weight for Costa.
Yeah, he's gonna gas, man.
which pains. We've seen him gas a million times before.
And then he's going to fight another 8 months. Like, it's just all... Yeah. No, maybe 2 years. And what a waste.
He'll send out a ton of tweets, like, talking about...
Porra, like, secret juice.
Secret juice. Like, we know, like... like, crazy stuff.
Hey, we're very accepting. But...
He's going to lose.
Yeah, he's going to lose.
Murzakanov's a minus 190 favorite.
Yeah, give me that.
A plus 150 dog.
Give me KO.
It's too easy, yeah.
Give me knockout.
Or 30-27.
Or 30-27, yeah. Whichever way you slice it, Murzakanov will win this fight.
Murzakanov. And we take it up to the main event.
I'm nervous.
This is going to be a good one.
I'm going to trust in Yuri, man.
I'm going to trust Yuri Procházka versus Carlos Ulberg for the vacant light heavyweight strap. Ulberg's plus 110 underdog. Yuri is a minus 135 favorite.
I like it. I mean, I think that Yuri has fought much better competition,
100%.
fought through so much adversity, and
I mean his only 2 losses are to Pereira.
And he won the first round the first. Nah, he did win the first round the first fight, but that doesn't matter. I mean, Ulberg, man, like Dom Reyes is his like most recent win.
Mm-hmm.
Who's good, but like it's an older Dominic Reyes.
Much older Dom Reyes.
I thought he lost to Blachowicz, honestly, before, which was a split decision. Very boring fight.
No, yeah, that was a close fight. And then you look at the other competition, and it's just absolutely not on the level of who Yuri has fought. There's no debating it.
The one time he got knocked out was against Who is it against?
Who?
Ulberg.
Ulberg, yeah. Kennedy and Jack.
Kennedy and Jack.
That was his UFC debut.
And he was beating the crap out of him, and he gassed.
He did, and then he got caught the second round.
One thing I know about Yuri is the more he gets hurt, the better he gets.
He's not gassing.
He won't. He'll come the next round.
You saw it in the
Khalil Roundtree.
Khalil Roundtree, and
we
also
picked, round 3
Jan
KO.
Blachowicz fight right until the final bell. Or sorry, not. I mean Glover
Teixeira. I was like, wait a second.
But anyways, right until the final bell, he's fighting.
Literally, he's fighting. And with Rocket,
get that finish.
He's getting leg kicked. He like in all his fights he faces adversity. Khalil, he lost, dropped the first 2 rounds pretty badly, and just like builds as the fight goes on. So unless Ulberg is able to pinpoint knockout Yuri, and like he does have some power, but I again don't trust Dominic Reyes' chin, as I said earlier in this video. Bro, I have to go with Yuri Procházka for this fight, man.
Yeah, he's not gonna get caught the way Dom did.
I'm expecting like a next evolution of Yuri. Like I just like him too much to pick against him, and I just...
Yeah, he said he was in the mountains for like 10 days alone or something like that.
Yeah, and he went on Aiden Rock.
Gonna be ready. He's having a kid.
This is his first kid?
I think so.
Oh yeah,
this guy's gonna be ready to go. He wants the belt.
Win.
He's bringing the belt home.
I bring people from village.
They asked him about his wife and giving birth, and he was like, "I don't care. He's only one mission this week.
I am warrior. I sit in dark room."
He's coming for the belt. I don't think Carlos Ulberg's gonna be the guy to stop him from getting that belt.
Nah, I think he beats him and then fights Magomed Ankalaev, and it's like a fucking it's a tough one. That one's a tough one, but I think he dispatches Carlos Ulberg.
I just believe.
I believe.
How do you not believe?
How do you not believe in Yuri, man? He's awesome. Yeah, we're going with the man himself, Yuri Procházka, and that wraps up UFC 327. It's Monday night, so we're gonna get this video out pretty soon.
Yeah.
So we'll have plenty of time to just have it out there for you guys, and hopefully fucking none of the fights get canceled. That would be shit.
Yeah, hopefully no more.
Yeah.
After we already lost that co-main, at least 328 gets better.
Yeah, it does get better. I mean,
that's a quality card now.
We're out of the Apex.
Yeah.
And
thank God. We kind of have a rough stretch of fight nights coming up, though, don't we?
We're not going to talk about Winnipeg yet. That's going to be a rough video. We're going to try and cut that into.
But we have to do it for our country.
Oh,
unfortunately,
Canada.
This is the one that we absolutely cannot speak bad about.
Yeah.
Despite what it is.
Yasmin Yusidicious. We got proper Mike Malott versus.
It's a classic Canadian card.
Number 50 Gilbert Burns. No, I'm just kidding. I love Gilbert Burns, but like, come on, man. That's a freaking. That's like that's the card to open up a main card maybe on a pay-per-view.
Yeah, it's just not quality.
Because you know what it's gonna be.
Yeah.
could be Mike Malott getting hurt a little bit on the feet, and then he's gonna take down like Gilbert, or maybe not even. I don't know, man. Whatever. He's just gonna win the fight, Mike Malott. Gilbert Burns, he's done. I love him. Great fighter. Falkamar. Let's get this video out. Basement Breakdown out.